Right, just a quick one. Literally the day after filming, there have been leaks of the Q console. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's over. It's really over. This isn't even clickbait. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. They'll crack it in a week. It's over. I want to reaffirm after already editing the video that, yeah, they really are just digging deeper into it. They really are just doubling down with everything negative. I ain't a Sony pony anymore. No, no. Enjoy the video. So, PlayStation fell off. They fell off. They fell off. I got a Switch like 3 months ago. I'm very much remembering Nintendo's firm stamp on my childhood. As a long-time Snowy boy, it's actually quite depressing to see what they're going through, how they're dealing with it, and really what the prospects for the future are. So let's start there. I'm not going to talk too much about the business stuff of this because if you didn't notice, I'm not a businessman. But Activision, Microsoft, acquisition, Sony being an absolute bitch in the courtroom, trying to drag Nintendo into it, and Nintendo just saying, yeah, we'll take COD, okay, sure. In recent times, I think the most recent thing that happened is all of the COD games are now, they're not on Game Pass, they're going to go on Game Pass, but the servers are back up, and everyone's jumping back onto the servers and shit, and that's really fun for them. But I think it's either the PC ones that aren't working, or they suck, or the PlayStation ones aren't working and they suck. Either way, Xbox is winning on that. Stepping outside of the whole courtroom thing and what the actual problem here is, Xbox has IP. Xbox has stuff they can work with. If we think about the 360 generation, even though Xbox started the whole pay-to-play online thing, I do not remember as many people pushing online play with Call of Duty. Was always an Xbox 360 thing. It feels right going back to Xbox. The overall point here is Sony has stuff they can do and they have potential to do things. They've just got caught in the trap of trend chasing, I want to say. I'm thinking about the NFT project with Square Enix, Foam Stars, what is that? Like, sure, I was actually pretty into that. You will find a short of me pushing Foam Stars, but at the same time, where's Kingdom Hearts 4? Why did Final Fantasy 16 take so long? For some reason, Sony have no idea how to manage themselves in the space against two companies who clearly know how. I'm struggling to give Sony any reference or any kind of support in what they've done, because the Switch and the Switch 2 are at the top of everyone's head right now, top of everyone's trending, right? Game Pass acquisition shit is at the top of everyone's mind right now. I don't think there's any real PlayStation hype other than the recently released Final Fantasy 16, which a large percentage of the original player base is not into. Not to say that it's bad, but you've said fuck your original player base, which is, you know, in this day and age, at this time specifically, not the greatest idea. You definitely could have done other stuff on the side to complement that. I know I've seen the Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis thing, but you know, like, come on, where's the source? Where's the source? Where's Kingdom Hearts 4? Nomura, where are you? Anyway, that's like one thing. The next thing I want to talk about is personal note. On top of PlayStation Plus's offerings, which I'm going to get onto in a second, not being the greatest, I've had to send back my PS5 twice already. The first one I got that was refurbished, yes, not from Sony, but labelled as refurbished, had an HDMI problem, so I had to send that back, and that took a whole, like, month to get that whole process done. The second time I got one, yes, I got it officially from Sony this time, same one I still have, came with the warranty, had the same HDMI problem that the refurbished console had after about 6 months. So, the reason this is so baffling is because I've had every PlayStation generation prior, and I have never once had to send it back to the manufacturer. Never. What is going on? What is going on? Let me not even start about the controllers and the drift. Now, I will say I am struggling with Joy-Con drift on the Switch, especially with Tears of the Kingdom and the Ultra Hand thing. It is such a bitch when I'm trying to do something and it's like going everywhere. But at the same time, this is a PlayStation 5 DualSense. This is like the thing. It was a large part of the promotion for the console, not even the console itself, but they bigged up the controller, the haptic feedback, the vibration, the built-in microphone that you could use in party chat. Like, all of these things that were supposed to make the console premium have just gone to shit. What's the point? What's the point? So yeah, there's a problem with that. The third thing, let's look at June, right? Now, I did play, I was going to show some gameplay and review one of the games, but I didn't bother because what was the point? It was actually really bad. It was LX2, Alex. I wanted to do that so bad, Alex. Oh my god, whose idea was that, man? Elix? I'm sorry, I can't stop. Enough of Alex. I'm looking at Ratchet and Clank right now. Okay, so Far Cry 6. I'll throw him a line, I guess. I've put some time into it, only because of how much Far Cry 5 hit me. I can't say it was like so spectacular that it changed my mind about the whole thing. It's part of the whole Ubisoft Plus thing. They're really just throwing them away. So, no, nothing special. Shredder's Revenge, I felt like it was there before, but no, it was actually on Game Pass. I checked before this. Solstice, ooh, I got footage of this one too, but the best way to put it, it's not bad, but I don't know why it's only a PS5 game. There's no reason this shouldn't be available on PS4. Yes, I have a PS5, but there was no sign that it was a PS5 game, if you know what I mean. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Now, I bought a copy of this for 360 when I was like 6, no, not 6, I was going to say 16, not 6, that's weird, when I was 14. I never really got around to it, like actually playing it. I just thought the cover looked cool and I heard a load of people talking about it, so I gave it a try. I should probably give it a go now, but even still, how many years ago? Killing Floor 2, I actually bought that not too long ago, so now I just feel like a bitch about that. Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. Now, I don't know. Coteries. Is this one of those? Yeah, no. Okay, no, never mind. I played the one that everyone loves on PC, and then I tried the Battle Royale, and I was like, oh god, no, ooh. I didn't even get footage for it, it was just so flippin' bad. But yeah, why bother? 100 Days Winemaking Simulator, okay. Dodgeball Academia, that sounds kind of interesting. Killzone Liberation, I feel like I was playing that on my Vita not too long ago, so that's funny. Worms, I think that's like the PS1 one, which is hilarious. Herc's Adventures, I remember there being a good Hercules game, and it might be that one, so fair play. Is that all of it? Is that like the juice of it? Because if it is, then explains a lot. And yep, that explains a lot. I was very disappointed. I'm sure some people would be totally hyped for that shit, but I just wasn't. I think they gave away NBA 2K23 as well, which is cool. But anyway, let's look at July, because that's where this is going. Just to look at the headlines, I was very, very underwhelmed. It Takes Two is nothing new. Sniper Elite V5, is it actually V5 or is it just 5? Because I played V2 when it was called V2. I think I played 4 on premium a couple months ago, and it was okay. I think I wanted to try 5, but it was like expensive. So I don't know. SnowRunner, I think that's the snow truck game, which was big on PC, probably still is big on PC, but whatever. World War Z, ZZ, I want to talk about that for a second. Z or Z, can I get that in the comments? Anyway, if you can play that single player, I'm down. I'm totally down, but I feel like you can't, or it's at least not enjoyable. Yeah, Undertale. Now, I haven't played it yet, and I've really been meaning to, so maybe it's time. But yeah, let's see what else they got going on here. Takes Two, don't care. Sniper Elite, lame. SnowRunner, I want details. Okay, powerful vehicles as you conquer extreme open environments with the most advanced terrain simulator ever. Drive 40 vehicles. 4-player co-op. Open world? Whoa, hold up. Accessories? What? Okay, we're gonna stop. Right. World War Z, heart-pounding co-op third-person shooter for up to 4 players. If you can get bots, then I'm down. Alternatively, fight other players. Okay, you got me. The Ascent, I've heard good things. Do they have like a collection of... No, just an image. Meet new allies and enemies and find loot as you explore the brimming cyberpunk world of action shooter RPG The Ascent. Aim low or high, switch weapons and lethal gadgets, take cover and use disruption bombs. Okay, I think it's a twin stick. I'm really enjoying Enter the Gungeon. I don't think I'll find another one that hits me the same way, but okay. Dismantle. I played this on Mac. This is good, but at the same time, PlayStation. Oh, okay, this is egregious. This is a crime. How dare you? You are ruining a series by possibly giving this to people as their first Dynasty Warriors game. I can imagine not a lot of people played it back in the day because, you know, just back in the day. But yeah, it's not a good one, and it's definitely not a good one to start with. So, big fuck you. Samurai Warriors, I think I played one of them, but I'm more of a Dynasty guy. Anyway, My Little Pony, the bronies are reveling. Hey man, there's something for everyone. Fast and Furious Spy Racers, okay, that's just a joke. That's a joke. Get behind the wheel. You didn't come in. 70 false tracks. I feel like that's a meme. This may be good. I like monster trucks. There was a really good monster truck game on Xbox. Oh god. Anyway, Twisted Metals. Yeah, I don't care for those. I really don't care for those. Anyway, disappointed. Just disappointed thoroughly. Oh, that was such a waste of time. I could just cut all of that and show you how disappointed and drained I am. Just trying to give this company any sense of, yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. No, I'm sad. I'm upset. They can definitely do better. A lot of the games on offer are games that came out years ago. Yes, they're not going to put out like bangers like all the time. Of course, they're not going to come out with recent releases all the time. But this is extra and premium. You can very easily, I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. You can very easily acquire and play updated, upgraded versions of these games on pretty much any device you have with about 5 minutes work. If I can equate 5 minutes work, right, to, let's say, I'm gonna do some crazy maths here, right? If I can equate 5 minutes work of getting a ROM, putting it on my phone or tablet, and getting an emulator, putting the settings to 1080p, all those things, right, to waiting 7 months for a decent game on PS Plus Premium, I would be... Dude, the maths isn't mathing. It's as simple as that. Okay? It's very disappointing overall. Now, Game Pass and Switch 2, oh boy. Oh boy. Never have I been so excited for a console drop, just because of how utterly impressed I am with the Nintendo Switch in 2023. Keeping in mind it came out in 2017. The selection of games, the variety, the finesse in a lot of the genres they approach, it's crazy. If you put it up against things like Alex, what are we doing? How can anyone be questioning Nintendo's approach right now? Like, come on, guys. If you're putting I'm gonna stop taking the piss. If you keep putting Elix, right, things like Elix at the head of your promotionals, what am I supposed to think? Like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't know. I don't know. Smash Bros. Ultimate, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, all the Kirby games thus far, Mario Odyssey, 3D World, and Bowser's Fury. All of these things just off the top of my head because they're just all bangers. Bangers. All of them. Straight up. Even if it's not for you, you'll find something in it. And that's what it's about. Like, that's what it is. Game Pass goes without saying. It's about to get juicy. It's about to get spicy. I might have to renew my subscription. That's it, you know. COD, maybe I'll go back to it. Maybe I'll give, because World at War was my favourite. I was kind of into Black Ops, but World at War was the one for me. I want to finish this with a meme. Let's just study this meme for a second, okay? Xbox is the element of community. The Xbox player base enjoys multiplayer games and have bonds that can last for years. PlayStation is the element of single-player games. They range from being cinematic to having great gameplay. PC is the element of freedom. PC gamers appreciate the most popular and niche titles, and the community has some really funny mods. It's true. It's very true. Nintendo is the element of variety. They love to experiment and be innovative, and when they find something that works, they make it incredible and fun. Why are you telling me this? Because it is important to see the good in all gaming platforms. This helps you avoid being an ignorant fanboy. I was a Sony fanboy because I particularly enjoy single-player games. being cinematic and having that great gameplay. I also enjoyed Nintendo back in the day because, incredible, fun, simple games. I shied away from it because they definitely leaned into the kids, and the Wii U was just a stupid idea overall. Sorry, Scott. Xbox, I was never really a fan of until Fable. Really, Fable sold me Xbox, and even that's a single player mostly. The co-op's fun, but you know what I mean. And I've only recently kind of gotten into PC, and that's more of a Mac-based thing anyway, with the emulation and shit. PlayStation is straying away from what made it great, I believe. I don't know. If you're going to make single-player games that are cinematic and then have a model like PlayStation Plus, don't fill it with slop. Don't do that. Xbox is almost allowed because, multiplayer slop. It's fun. It's funny. It's what people do. Nintendo with the Nintendo Switch Online, emulation makes it pretty stupid, but Nintendo's gonna Nintendo. I don't know. I get it. You gotta make your bag. I understand. But yeah, all platforms are great. Some of them are slacking, but that's down to the higher ups, the CEOs. Yeah, PlayStation fell off. Yeah. I'm probably pre-ordering the next Nintendo console. I'm sorry for that.